I am your host, Kiana Wright, with the Intuitive Mind Podcast. Hey, everyone, how are you guys doing this week? So, as you know, this is episode 3, and we're on the healing process. We're healing, we're learning, we're loving, we're learning ourselves again. A lot of us never really knew who we were as individuals anyway, because we've been living our lives for other people. So now is our time to live our lives for ourselves. So when I began to actually talk about healing, I break it up into different segments, the things that you're going to experience and the things that you have to face in order to heal. Now, in order to heal, you have to really dig deep within. And this is what I keep saying. You have to really, really dig deep within yourself in order to heal. Now, this week, we're going to be talking about forgiveness. Forgiveness is definitely one of the biggest parts of healing, and it is a necessary part of healing. Not only do we need to forgive others, we need to forgive ourselves for the things that we have done in the past that we're not proud of. We have to forgive ourselves for dealing with situations that we shouldn't have been dealing with. We have to forgive ourselves for putting ourselves in situations. So when I say forgiveness, I mean forgiveness as a whole. And forgiveness requires to let go of those things that we've been holding on to, those things that we've been trying to, put to the side, push off, not really face head on because we're scared of who we may become once we become fully healed. But healing is a process. Healing is something that it's not going to happen overnight. You're going to be healing for the rest of your life in different ways. And I'm going to keep saying that. You're going to go through things. You're going to experience things. You're going to begin to learn more about yourself. Then when you're learning about yourself, you're going to go through other things and you're going to be broken again and you're going to have to heal from that. So don't beat yourself up because you are on a healing journey. Don't beat yourself up because you are learning and loving yourself. We're going to do this thing the right way. And I wanted to open up this podcast and this channel to give people who are healing the opportunity to hear it from somebody that is healing currently. I am currently learning myself. I am currently going through these phases myself. So when I'm speaking to you guys, I'm speaking to you guys from experience. So, let's dive right into it. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that has suffered any type of deep hurt in their lives, pain, upset, letdowns, confusion from family, confusion from relationships, confusion from friends, because friendships can be hard as well. And a lot of it is because we deal with things in different ways. So everybody's a different individual. So just learn to be patient with yourself, learn to love yourself and learn to forgive those around you and forgive yourself. You know what I'm saying? When your inner self is badly wounded, it is hard to concentrate on anything other than the situation that you're going through. And I don't want us to only, heal in ways where we are unhealthy healing. We are using things that are unhealthy habits. Some people pick up drinking habits. Some people might even resort to drugs. Some people, workaholics. They work all the time to keep their mind busy from the reality of everything that's going on around them. Hold on, step back. Love and learn yourself for a second. We healing, we growing, we living, we loving. That's exactly what the hell we doing. So don't crowd your mind with things that distract you from the reality that you're living in. But I want to start this thing out. I really want you guys to understand that forgiveness is something that when you forgive somebody in entirety, when you forgive them deep within, and when you forgive yourself, you have to let go of that anger that you have been holding on to. Whatever they did to you, whatever position you put yourself in, you have to let go of that anger. Because if you still have that anger and that resentment towards those people and that situation and yourself, you're never gonna really begin to heal. See, when I gained empathy in situations like when I really seen that, okay, this person is human too. They're going through things too. They're experiencing life too. I not only felt sorry for these people, I felt sorry for their situations. I felt sorry for the way that I responded to how they treated me. Even if they treated me badly, they knew not what they were doing. So I cannot really be mad at these people. Like, forgiveness and empathy, it runs hand in hand. So in order to forgive, you have to see the other person in their eyes, basically, what they have went through. You know what I'm saying? What they have been through, even if you don't know their full story, but you know that there is a story to be told behind them. So that's when I gained grace upon those who wronged me. I'm not mad at you no more. I'm not upset at you no more. I just can't fuck with you like that no more. And that's fine because you are you and I am myself. I am me. I'm not trying to be nobody but me. So what I'm saying is just be patient. Be patient. And forgiveness comes with patience. It comes with time. And there you'll go through stages of forgiveness where you're still mad, where you don't even know if you fully forgave somebody because of what they did to you. And then when you see them again, or you get put in a similar situation, you get mad all over again. Yeah, you haven't fully forgave them yet. Because deep within your heart, you like, well, I'm thinking that I'm forgiving them. I'm thinking that I'm going through these steps, these stages where I am okay. I am happy that they're doing good in their life. I am happy that they're moving on. I'm happy that, whatever's coming their way, I'm forgiving them. But then something comes up that triggers you back. And then you remember why you were mad in the first place, why this person made you upset. See, that's not real forgiveness. When you gain forgiveness, you gain peace. You gain peace with them and you gain peace with the situation that happened that, put you guys in a rocky place. So it's all good. It's all okay. But understand that as you go on in life, as you begin to love yourself, as you begin to learn yourself, forgiveness is the strongest cure for hurt. Let me say it again, y'all. Forgiveness is the strongest cure to hurt. Because no matter what type of person you're dealing with, when you really forgive somebody deep down within your soul, you give them grace, you give them peace, and you going about your motherfucking business. Anything after that is up to them. Anything after that, if they still trying to impose those feelings and they still trying to put off their insecurities on you, you remove yourself from that situation so you don't have to deal with those things no more. Because deep within yourself, you did the inner healing. And if those people around you are not willing to heal and grow with you and relearn you as you are on your journey, you need to cut those people out of your life. Okay? So you can forgive them, but that does not mean that you need to deal with them. That does not mean that you need to speak to them. Just because you forgave them, you don't even have to physically go forgive them. You don't have to vocally forgive them. They don't have to know that you've forgiven them for what they have done to you. As long as you know you did the work that you needed to do within you, you are on the right path. Because closure is something that a lot of people feel like they need to get. You don't need closure. You don't need to get closure from people. You knew what it was. You seen what it was. You know how that situation made you feel in every aspect. So now that you know, now that you can see, if you knew better, you do better. But you know better now. So do better. That's all I'm saying. I just feel like a lot of people see, healing and they see forgiveness as something that's really hard. See, when life hits you real hard and you down on, you ain't got nothing left. You at rock bottom. The only thing you can do in your life at that exact moment is begin to learn and love yourself. Forgive those who have wronged you. Forgive those who have harmed you. Forgive those who walked out on you. Forgive those who left you alone. Forgive those who didn't understand you. Forgive those who talked bad about you. Forgive those who didn't believe in you. Forgiveness is key. You're holding on to something that's going to do nothing but bring you hardship. It's going to do nothing but bring you pain. You know what I'm saying? Actually sit down and say, you know what? At this point, I don't want to hold anger in my heart no more. I don't want to hold anger towards this situation. I don't want to hold anger towards this person. I'm choosing to let go. I'm choosing to let go of the anger. I'm choosing to let go of the resentment. I'm choosing to let go of everything that's no longer serving me at this exact moment in my life. And in order for me to do that, I know that I have to remove myself from these people, from these places, and from these situations. That's what forgiveness comes with. Forgiveness is something that you have to see it from a bird's eye view. You have to see the whole fucking picture in order to forgive. But like I said, just because you're lonely, just because you feel like you don't have nobody, just because you feel like you in this shit alone, don't let that loneliness put you back in situations that you know not good for you. Forgive them people and get the fuck on about your business. Forgive them and get on about your business. Listen, if God is setting you up to be where you're supposed to be in life, and those people are no longer in your life, those people are no longer supporting you, those people are no longer pushing you, They were never supposed to be with you going on the journey that God has for you. See, God will remove people in order to put the right people in your life. Forgive them, because that's a part of healing. That's a part of growing. That's a part of knowing who you are. Stand in your fucking power. Stand in your power. That's a part of knowing who you are. Forgiveness starts with you. Healing starts with you. But if they are not sitting in the car with you when God is taking you where he needs to take you, they were never supposed to be there in the first place. He wanted you to stop by, you know what I'm saying? Chill for a little bit, learn a little lesson and pull off. But instead, you put these people in the car with you and say, hey, come on, get on in. We going here. And I'm trying to take y'all with me. God said, hold on. Flat tire. I'm gonna pull you over to the side of the road. Now they got to get out. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure the tire get changed, but they can't go with you. See, the tire blew out because it was too much weight. Drop that dead weight and begin to elevate. Listen, elevation requires separation. Like I said, forgiveness is very important because as humans, for some reason, we feel as if when we forgive somebody, just because we forgave them, now we have to let them back in our lives. No, that's not it at all. See, I'm teaching and I'm preaching forgiveness because it's a part of healing. It's a part of learning you, knowing you, and loving you. Loving everything around you. Not only should you love yourself, you should love everything around you. Doesn't mean that you have to deal with it every day. It does not mean that you have to put up with these people every single day, but it does mean that you have to learn to love yourself regardless of whatever situation. And sometimes forgiveness is hard because we like, how can we forgive somebody who did us so dirty? How can we forgive somebody who lied to us? How can we forgive somebody who harmed us, who hurt us, who left us? How can I even get the courage up to forgive somebody who did me how they did me? It's okay. Get the strength, get the power to forgive them. Because when you forgive them, you have taken your power back from them. Those who anger you control you. So if you are still holding anger and resentment towards people and situations, you're never going to really move forward in life how you want because you're holding on to old baggage. You have to drop that old baggage off in order to get what God has for you. You know what I'm saying? Like I said on my very first episode, I am a very spiritual person and I see everything from a certain perspective. And I believe that every individual that we come in contact with was meant to be. Everything happens for a reason. I was meant to meet, whoever I met in my life. I was meant to encounter these people. I was meant to hurt. I was meant to be sad. I was meant to be confused. I was meant to go through those storms in order to make me the individual that I am today. Even though I didn't want to go through those things, even though I didn't want to experience that hurt, it built me. It built me into a mean machine. It pushed me into my purpose. See, I had to go through the storm first. So when I got to the other side, I appreciated what I went through because now I have learned so much, not only about myself, but about people and about situations. So I handle things differently. Going forward in life, I see things differently, but I forgive you. I forgive all those who wrong me, and I forgive myself for putting myself in situations where I feel like I could have changed the narrative. I have mercy and grace on myself too, because I'm human. I make mistakes. You make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Stop beating yourself up about the mistakes that we make as human beings. You know what I'm saying? Like we beat ourselves up about shit that we do. We beat ourselves up about situations that we put ourselves in, but not one time do we want to take accountability for the bullshit that we put ourselves in. It's all right to put the blame on other people. So that's why when I speak about forgiveness, I speak about forgiving others and forgiving yourself. Take accountability for the shit that you put yourself in as well. You know what I'm saying? Every day we wake up, we have a new chance to create a new reality for ourselves. We have a new chance to be a better person. Some people wake up with no purpose. Some people wake up and do the same fucking thing every single day of their fucking lives. They have no purpose. They're living just to live. See, those who have tuned in with me on the Intuitive Mind podcast, see, now you're finding your purpose. Now you're healing. But in order to get to who you're really supposed to be in life, you have to heal first. You have to heal those old wounds. You can't put a Band-Aid over it no more. We're not putting Band-Aids over shit and going on about our business. So when we hit something, it opens up again. We're not doing that no more. We're healing from deep within, right? You might still see the scar, but the wound is healed. So we got to stay on track. We got to stay on track. We were put here for a reason. So if you have tapped in with me, you are supposed to be tapped in with me. See, I'm not for everybody, and everybody is not for me. And I understand that. I know that. We are different. I am a black sheep, and I pride myself in being that. I don't fit in nowhere. Never tried to fit in nowhere. You probably don't fit in nowhere either. That's fine. God made you to be different. He made you to stand out. He made you to go out and light up rooms. He made it where when you walk in a room, everybody turn around and stare at you and frown at you and don't even know you, because you have a light inside of you that's so bright, that's so big, you might not even see it, but others see it around you. Now step in your fucking power. And it starts with you healing yourself. In order for you to find your purpose in life, you have to begin to heal. You have to begin to love, and you have to begin to forgive. Peace comes from within. How am I going to change the world unless I change myself, unless I change my mind? See, I'm trying to change the world. I'm not just trying to change Kiana. I'm trying to change other people too. I'm trying to change other people's mindset. I'm trying to let them see that there is more to life than just living. Live with purpose. But purpose begins with healing. It's the dark shit that people don't want to talk about on this journey, on this spiritual journey. But I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to dive deep into it. So stop walking around here with that hate and that resentment in your fucking heart. You know, every time somebody do something to you, you holding grudges towards them. Listen, so many people have said so much about me. Bad things, you know, things that I'm not happy or proud of. You know what I'm saying? And the old me would have responded with hate, probably would have cussed their ass out. The new me, I let them have it. I have grace upon you because you know not what you're doing. I have peace upon you. I wish you nothing but the best in life. Just because you weren't for me and I wasn't for you doesn't mean you have to slander me. But I have a spirit and a heart of forgiveness now. I forgive you. I don't have to tell them I forgive them. I don't ever have to speak to those folks again in my life. But just know when I see them, I'm not holding no type of anger or hurt or pain towards those individuals. People, see you and they, you know what I'm saying? Y'all fall out there, smirk, you know, ha, and all that extra weird shit. Oh, okay, yeah, that's cool too. But I don't have that same energy towards you because I can give a damn about even, you know what I'm saying? Acknowledging that you're in my presence. You are a lower vibrating entity. I vibrate so high, I wouldn't dare give my time, energy, nor attention to your foolishness. That's how I gain peace. Forgiveness was one of the most important things that I ever learned along this journey. Because I used to walk around and hold that anger inside of me. Stop walking around holding that anger inside of you. They know not what they do. So why would you hold these people to a certain type of standard? And literally, y'all are living in two different universes. Now, imagine everybody that you meet forms a different perception of who they think you may be. Not even knowing you. You could see somebody at the grocery store, never seen them, never met them a day in your life. And just by the look on your face, they form a perception of who they think you may be. Oh, well, she standing at the register frowning. I'm already, she probably rude. She probably mean. Not knowing that today was probably a bad day. I'm a great person. Today was probably a bad day. Today was probably one of those days where I was really low. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have nobody to talk to, going through some things mentally. And, it's just not a good day for me. But I can't explain that to strangers. So without people even realizing it, they form a perception of who they think you may be, not knowing who you are as a real individual. So that's the same with family, friends, and relationships. Your partner, whoever you're in a relationship, they form a perception of who they thought you may be based off who they met. See, your family formed a perception based off who they thought they knew you were growing up. As an adult, like I have family that doesn't even know me as an adult. They knew me as a child. You don't know who I am today. And should I give them the access to get to know me? No, I shouldn't. Because if you wanted to, you would. You know what I'm saying? I forgive you though. I have peace upon you, grace upon you, but I don't have to deal with you. And I'm saying this is for every single person on this planet. They forming perceptions of you. You don't have to explain who you are to them. You don't. You don't have to prove a point to them. Forgive them and go on about your life. Continue to live in your truth. Be whoever you want to be whenever you want to be that person. And you don't have a point to prove to nobody but you, but yourself. Be better than the person that you were yesterday, an hour ago, a minute ago, shit, even a second ago. Change so much that people have to continue to learn you day by day, hour by hour, second by second, minute by minute. Change so much that you confuse them when they see you. They don't know why you happy. They don't know. Hey, she done been through all of this shit. He done been through all of this shit, but they still walk around here with a smile on their face. They still come outside every day and put their best outfit on. They showing up for themselves. They loving themselves. They forgiving others. They forgiving themselves. I see the grace and the glory all over them. I see them glowing. Yeah, when people say, hey, I see you glowing, that means your frequency has raised. Something has raised in you that has raised your frequency to a point where your light can no longer stay in the inside. It comes on the outside. People tell me all the time, Kiana, you're glowing. Yeah, because my frequency is so high right now and I'm vibrating so high that when I come around people that's low vibrating individuals, I make them upset. I make them mad because they don't understand why. Because a lot of people go through things that should have broke them. Some people let it break them. Don't let it break you. Don't let it break you. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself in situations that you thought you couldn't make it through, but you made it through. Look at God. Forgive yourself in situations where you thought life hit you hard, life got you down. But that forgiveness that you gained, it healed the deepest wounds that was inside of you. That's what we doing. That's what we doing now. We loving ourselves. We healing. We growing. We glowing. Make them mad. Make them wonder what's really going on inside of you. Because if they can't figure you out, they're going to continue to watch you. They're going to continue to watch you glow up. They're going to continue to watch you flourish. They're going to continue to watch you achieve all those dreams that you want to achieve because you're healing yourself. See, look, you're not going to be able to get to where you need to be in life until you actually start to live by certain principles. And I'm here to help you live by those principles because not only am I going through the same thing right now as we speak, I begin to live by certain principles. I begin to be patient with myself. I begin to be patient with others. I begin to be patient with everything around me. It's like sometimes I be, I be happy as hell. Sometimes I be confused. Sometimes I don't know what's going on. That's okay. You're going to go through all these different emotions. You're not going to know if you're healing correctly. You're not going to even know if you're forgiving somebody correctly. But like I said, the only way you're really going to know if you're really forgiving somebody correctly is when you're around them, their name is brought up, and you don't say nothing bad about them. You don't try to bash them. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to say nothing good either. Saying nothing at all is fine too. But, we find ourselves when people bring up, and this is me still. Like I said, I'm healing. I'm getting there. I ain't there yet. It's okay not to be there yet. But when people bring up certain people's names, I'll be like, man, you know what I'm saying? And then I catch myself like, man, I said I forgave them. What am I doing? But I'm realizing it now. And that's the first step, realizing what's going on in your life in order to change. So now that I realize that every time somebody bring this person's name up, I got something negative to say or something bad to say or something slick or smart to say, I know that I haven't fully forgave them. Now I need to dive deep within me and say, well, what do I need to do to forgive them? Okay, the first thing I do, I drop to my knees and I pray. You know what I'm saying? I pray. That's a personal thing that I do. Whatever religion you may be, do your thing. But the Most High, he always come through for me. I say, God, remove that hurt and that anger out of my heart. I write those things down at that exact moment. I say, well, what did they do to me to make me feel this type of way? What did they do to me? And you know what I'm saying? And to make me mad every time I hear the name or the sound of their voice when they call me, or if I see them out in public, I just get mad all over again. I figure out the root causes of what they did to me or what I did to myself. And I address those things within myself. And once that shit has been addressed, I feel better about myself. So healing and forgiveness it's not something that happens overnight, y'all. So stop trying to make shit happen overnight. Stop trying to make shit happen right when you want it to happen. No, it's a process, but it's a process that you have to be willing to go through to get to the next levels of your life where you're supposed to be, your purpose, what God called you to do, whatever that may be. We all are here to serve a different purpose. Now find out what's yours. But it all starts with you. It all starts with you. So if you can't hear somebody's name and not think nothing bad, say nothing bad, or even, you know what I'm saying, experience those angry emotions, you haven't forgiven them. Forgive them in order for you to go on about your life. They still have some type of hold on you. They still have some type of power. The only way for you to get your power back is to forgive those people who have wronged you. It may be hard. It may be like, well, how do I forgive somebody who did me, this type of way or that type of way? It's you get to decide the life that you live. You get to decide how you want to live your life. You get to decide when and where you want things to happen, how you want things to happen. So stop acting like you're not the head of your own life. Stop acting like you don't write your own story. See, the thing is, a lot of people don't realize we have complete control over what happens in our lives. No matter how you want to shake it. A lot of shit that we put ourselves in, situations around people, you know what I'm saying? Even with family. If you don't want to deal with it, then don't fucking deal with it. If you don't want to deal with these people, don't go around these people. If you don't want to go to that place, then stay your ass at home. If you want to change your life, it starts with changing your mind. Forgiveness is one of those things that you have to change your mind about. Stop carrying that anger and that hurt in your fucking heart. It took me years to realize this. I carry so much hurt and anger in my heart towards my own parents, towards my siblings, towards my family, towards my friends, towards everybody around me. Every time they wronged me, it was just something that was building up inside of me, and it was building somebody that I did not like. And when I realized that I had to let that shit go, I let it go. I forgave them, didn't tell them I forgave them, and I went on about my life. But it's better now it's better to forgive them before it's too late. It's better to forgive them before it's too late. See, a lot of situations I put myself in, like I lost my mom in 2020. I forgave her before she passed away, but I actually forgave her when she was dead and gone. Because there were still situations that made me mad when she was alive. But after she was gone, I really, really let go and let God and forgave her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got siblings. Might be thinking I'm holding hate or anger in my heart. No, I'm not. I forgive you. I'm going to go on and live my life, though. You live yours and I'm going to live mine. But I wish nothing but the best for you. I pray for you every night. I have grace in every situation that we have ever experienced. Everything that we went through, every conversation that we ever had, I learned from it. I learned from it. But now, where I'm at in life, I let go and let God have the rest. Any and everything else is out of my hands. Understand that when you let go and you let God and you forgive and you go on with your life, whatever stage that you are at right then, let it go. Let it go. Go on with your life. It will be okay. Like I said, you can forgive people and never speak to them again. You don't need closure. You don't need to have one last conversation. You don't even have to mention that thing to them no more. But life is all about the decisions that we make in order to get us to our higher purpose. That's what life is about. I'm not perfect. I don't try to be. I didn't start this podcast to be this perfect individual. No, I started this to help individuals. I started this to let you know that you are not alone. That's why I started this. And this is the beginning of something that is amazing, because I'm going to continue to upload content. I'm going to continue to help those who are willing to get help. And not only am I, helping those, I want to build a community with like-minded people so we can come together, share stories, help each other. Everything in this world is about self. No, stop being about self. Let's be about us. Let's build with us. Let's love us. That's what we're doing. I just want to let y'all know that the Intuitive Mind podcast will be here. You need something to listen to. You need some motivation. Everything gonna be all right. You have to go through the storm in order to get to where you need to be. It's calm before the storm and it's calm after the storm. But you have to realize the process. You have to appreciate the process of getting to where you need to be. Peace and love, peace and blessings. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day. Peace.